Hey guys, welcome to another video about our large action model, Nelima. This video will be about a super important new feature we just launched, environment variable. And today, we're going to explain to you what are environment variables and how to use them within Nelima. Well, in simple terms, they are key value pairs used by the operating system to pass configuration data to applications. They also provide a secure way to handle sensitive information, such as API keys or database credentials, without hard-coding them directly into the application's codebase. By using environment variables, you can dynamically configure applications while keeping sensitive data hidden and separate from the source code. This is especially important with Nelima, where your code and tasks interact with all kinds of sensitive services and platforms, and other people can use those actions for their own use cases. By using environment variables, you can expose just the right amount of configuration your code needs to run, without revealing any confidential information directly inside the code. So, how do you do this in Nelima? Let's do a simple example. Let's say I want to give Nelima the ability to validate email addresses. I searched up online and found this service called Abstract that could do the trick. I'll quickly sign up, set up an account, and get an API key. Once that's done, we can head to Nelima's interface and click right here on Integrate. You see that there's a new option tab that is now included, Environment Variable Storage. You can access it by clicking on it, or also by clicking on Integrate Action and press on the Attach Environment Variable located here on the right-hand side. Now, let's write our code and show how we can pass environment variables with Nelima. So I'm going to paste the code according to Abstract documentation. We can see on this snippet of code that we have a variable called API key, and the code retrieves it using os.environ.get abstract API key. And to store that API key securely, we'll click on Attach Environment Variable and add a new one. So for the name, we can write Abstract Email Validation API key. We'll set the key as Abstract API key. The value, of course, is the API key we got from Abstract. And I'll write a small description for the variable. Now we can go ahead and start the integration process. Remember that you can test your function before moving forward by clicking here. Okay, for the function description, I'm going to write, this function can be used to determine whether an email address is valid and deliverable. It also indicates whether the address is disposable. And as a sample prompt, I'll put, is support@salgen.com a valid email address? Cool. Now, to describe the email argument, I'll write down the email address to validate. Should be in proper email address format. I'll finish off by clicking on Integrate, and that's it. Nelima now has the ability to validate emails. Let's try it out and see if it works. Is support@salgen.com a valid email address? And awesome, Nelima came back saying yes. Let's try another one and ask if this nonsensical email is actually valid. And Nelima came back saying rightfully so that it's not valid. By the way, Nelima can also expose environment variables to actions that run in the background. So whether you're automating something now or scheduling it for later, you can rest easy knowing that your sensitive information is secure. Make sure to check out our previous video if scheduling action interests you. Also, check out our previous video on how to program a large action model if you'd like a more in-depth explanation on the integration process. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick explanation on how to create an action using the environment variable feature. If you have any questions or want to be part of a community of people doing awesome things with Nelima, join our Discord channel. Also, come test out Nelima today for free at salgen.com/Nelima.